Hello everyone, welcome to my channel C.S.E-Pathshala. We were studying about Python for machine learning and data science, and in this tutorial we will study about NumPy product and difference. So if we talk about NumPy product, in order to find product of the elements in an array, we will use product function, or we can say that we will use PROD function. Okay, so let's consider one code and then we will understand how product is possible here. So we need to find the product of the elements of a array. Okay, so let's implement it here. Import numpy as np, arr equal to np.array 1, 2, 3, 4. That means here we are having 4 elements and we are defining an numpy array arr. Then what we are doing? X equal to np.prod. Okay, that is numpy product. So np.prod arr. Okay, and then we are printing the value of x. So what will happen here? How the product has been calculated? It will be something like this: 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. So it will be 2, 3, 6 and 24. Then 24 should be the output. So let's save this code and run this code. Alright, so here it is. Now if you want to find the product of the elements of two arrays. Okay, so let's consider one more code and implement it on Jupyter Notebook. So here it is. Import numpy as np. This is your first array, arr1, that is equal to np.array. We are taking elements as 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are taking another array, that is arr2, that's equal to np.array 5, 6, 7 and 8. Alright, then we are performing the product of operation on both these arrays. That means x equal to np.prod arr1, arr2. Okay, and then we are printing the value of x. So how the product will be performed? It will be certainly like this. That means all the elements will be considered in the product for both array 1 and array 2. And it will be like 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. So here it is. This is the product result, okay, for the multiplication of all the elements in array 1 and array 2. Alright, now if you want to calculate the product over an axis, for example, if we have been specified that axis is equal to 1 and then we need to calculate the NumPy product. Let's consider an example in which we will perform the product over first axis. Okay, so here it is. Alright, so import numpy as np, arr1 equal to np.array. Again we are taking the same set of elements. arr2 equal to np.array. Again we are taking both the array 1 and array 2 as we took previously. Okay. Now we need to perform the product of these two arrays over an axis 1. Okay, as it's clear that it's a 1D array, both the arrays are the 1D array. Okay, and we need to calculate the product of these two about the axis 1. So we can write a statement like this: new arr equal to np.prod arr1, arr2 and axis equal to 1. So we can give one more parameter here, that is axis equal to 1, and then we are printing the value, okay, of new arr. So let's save this code and run this code. Alright, so here it is. So if we talk about axis 1, said what happened here is the product of all the elements in array 1 has been calculated and it's been result as 24, and then the product of all the elements in array 2 has been calculated and it has been result as 1680. Alright, now if you want to calculate the cumulative product. So cumulative product basically means they're taking the product partially. Okay, what does this partial means? So the partial product, we have already seen in the previous tutorial that how we can calculate the partial addition or the sum. So here we are calculating the partial product. So partial product of the array elements like 1, 2, 3 and 4 is certainly like 1. Okay, the first element is as it is, then we multiply it with the second, that is 1 into 2, then we multiply it with the next element also 1 into 2 into 3 and so on. So its product will be 1, 2, 6 and 24. So in order to perform this operation of cumulative product, we will use a function like CUMPROD, that is cumulative product. Okay, so let's consider one example where we need to calculate the cumulative product for all the elements in an array. So here it is. We implement this code on Jupyter Notebook. Alright, so let's complete the code. Okay, so import NumPy as NP, arr equal to np.array. We are having elements like 5, 6, 7 and 8, and then we need to calculate the cumulative product of it. So we are writing new arr equal to np.cumprod, and we are giving array as an argument here. Okay, so as we know how this has been performed, the first element will remain the same, and it will be having simultaneous multiplication for all the next elements. So 5 into 6, that will be second, 5 into 6 into 7, that will be third, and 5 into 6 into 7 into 8, that will be fourth. So let's save this code and run this code. So here it is. This is the output for the cumulative product. Now, if we want to calculate the differences in NumPy, so how we can do this? Basically, if you talk about a discrete difference, it means that subtracting two successive elements. Okay, for example, if you are having an array with elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need to calculate a discrete difference, and then it will be somehow like 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2, and 4 minus 3. That means we need to subtract the first element from the second element. Okay, so this is how we got, and the result is 1, 1, 1. Okay, so in order to perform this operation, we will use DIFF function. Okay, that is a difference function. So let's consider a code and implement it on Jupyter Notebook, where we need to compute discrete difference. Alright, so here it is. Import NumPy as NP, arr equal to np.array 10, 15, 25 and 5. Okay, so next we have to calculate discrete difference like new arr equal to np.difffarr. Okay, and then we are printing the value of it. Okay, so as we have studied, the result should be 15 minus 10, that is 5, 25 minus 15, that should be 10, and 5 minus 25, that should be minus 20. Okay, so let's save this code and we will check, run it. Alright, so here it is, 5, 10 and minus 20. This is how we have calculated. Okay, now if you want to perform this difference operation repeatedly, as many as time which we want, so we have to give a parameter here on the behalf of which this operation can be done simultaneously till your parameter. Okay, so for example, we are having again elements as 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need to calculate the discrete difference with n equal to 2. That means 2 times. So what will happen? For the first difference, it will be like 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2 and 4 minus 3. So the result will be 1, 1, 1. Now, again we need to calculate the difference because it has been taken that we need to calculate the difference for 2 times. So again this array we will consider and we will calculate the difference as 1 minus 1 and 1 minus 1. So the result will be 0, 0. Okay, so it's better to consider a code. We need to compute discrete difference for the following array twice. Okay, so here it is. Now implement it on Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so import NumPy as NP, arr equal to np.array 10, 15, 25 and 5. These are respectively our elements for the array. Then we are performing new arr equal to np.difference. Okay, arr comma n equal to 2. We have been given here a parameter. Okay, so let's and then we are printing it. So let's save this code and run this code. So here it is. Your result is 5, minus 30. How? The first difference will be 15 minus 10 is 5. 25 minus 15 is 10 and 5 minus 25 is minus 20. Okay, so our first difference is 5, 10 and minus 20. Then again we will perform the difference, that will be 10 minus 5, that will be 5, and minus 20 minus 10, that will be minus 30. Okay, so this is how we have calculated the output. Alright, so this is all for NumPy product and difference. We will come up with more exciting tutorials. Thanks for watching. Kindly do subscribe to my channel.